Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, guys. This is the Daily Lessons Podcast. This is going to be episode number 34. You got Yusha here, of course. Happy Friday, by the way. It's the weekend. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And make sure this weekend is the day that you subscribe to the channel, like this video as well, and tell your friends about it, of course. Those are really just the payment options that I have available on my channel. I hope you all continue to watch my videos as well, and I hope you guys derive a lot of value out of it because I like making these videos, so I hope it helps somebody at the end of the day. In episode number 34, which is today, I just want to get into one thing, and it's an emotion that I feel like we're all going to feel at some point in our lives, probably multiple times as well, and that is the feeling of regret. Now, here's the thing, right? We grow up in our lives, and then, when we're going to school, we regret and sweat the little things, right? Even if they don't matter that much in the long term. Like, for example, we start to regret things like not studying for a test, right? Instead of just studying for a test every single day, or maybe even for an hour one day before the test, we want to just goof around with our friends. We want to watch basketball. We want to play football. We want to play video games. We want to just, have fun. And then the test comes, and then we end up regretting it. We're like, damn it, I should have just studied like an hour, maybe even 30 minutes. Maybe I would do better than a 20. By the way, this is definitely not a true story that has happened to me. Wink, wink. But yeah, it has happened, to be honest with you. That's why I know, and that's how much I regret it. It at the time, of course. It doesn't really matter in the grand picture, the grand scheme of things, but it's just something, to put into perspective, just because a lot of kids actually really do sweat that type of stuff at that particular age, because what other problems do you have, right? Now, here's the thing. As much as we grow older, we start to regret a lot of other things, right? Like, for example, we regret, not purchasing a stock or not buying more Bitcoin, as it's hitting 69,000 and 70,000 as we speak right now, right? It's hitting its all-time highs. We're about to be in a bull run. Don't come to me for crypto advice though, because I've tried day trading it. I've made quite a bit of a profit from it as well, but then I eventually lost it out. So I basically broke even, right? But yeah, we regret all these different things in our lives, right? Now, I'm a young man, or at least I consider myself a little bit younger, on the younger side as well. Just because, my hair is still black. I haven't gotten bald yet, and I haven't grayed out yet either. But I've talked to a couple of older folk just throughout my life, right? Whether that be at the mosque or, just randomly asking old customers when I was a cashier. And just, my relatives as well. I've asked them the question of what's your biggest regret? And these are the two answers that I've always gotten. Okay, so there has to be a pattern in it. Number one, it's they regretted not pursuing their dreams. They regretted not acting upon their ideas. So they eventually grew older, and now they're, in their 60s, 70s, 80s, or maybe just even on their deathbeds, right, in the hospital. And they regret not chasing their ideas. They regret not starting that business when they were younger, or not taking that risk. Now, and the common theme, with these adults and these elderly people was, the reason why they regret it is because they have this feeling of what if inside of themselves, and it kills them on the inside. It's just like, oh man, what if I did this? Maybe my life would have turned out differently, right? Maybe if I just wasn't so scared, and maybe if fear didn't hold me back, then I would, be much wealthier, or maybe I would have, the life of my dreams, or maybe I would be able to, afford the expensive car that I always wanted. But that's a feeling that they always have of man, why didn't I pursue my dreams? Why did I just stick to the safety net that I had, which was my 9-to-5 job, or whatever job it was, right? Or even if they already had a business, but they just weren't passionate about, why didn't they do that? And number two is that They regret not spending enough time with their family or their friends or just their loved ones in general. They all seem to regret it. They regret not picking up the phone and just calling their mother, their father, or their kids even, or just their uncles or even their boys. They all regret it. They all regret not putting in the effort required to maintain relationships and maintain friendships. And those are the two things that I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. Like, a lot of people, number one, they just die with what if. They die, and unfortunately their dreams also die with them. And number two, nobody like they don't keep up with their loved ones, right? Like, for example, a lot of you watching this or a lot of you listening to this probably live, in a different state than your parents, right? If you're in the US, maybe you even live in a different country than your parents. Now, at average, you're probably just visiting your parents about once or twice every single year. Whether that's, for Christmas break or Thanksgiving or maybe even just the summertime, right? Now, here's the thing. You might be thinking that there's a lot of time still left for you and your parents to, just make memories. You're probably thinking, oh yeah, if my parents are only 60, they're going to live until they're 80. And, you got 20 more years with them. But is that really the reality if you're not seeing them or talking to them every single day? If you're not seeing them or talking to them every single day, then and you're just seeing them on the holiday season, then that literally means that you only have about 20 visits left. Somebody said that on a video that I was watching on YouTube, and it kind of blew my mind to oh my God, if you put that time frame on how much time that you actually have left with your parents, that's not a lot. You should probably call them. You should probably go visit them more often than you already do. Because I'm telling you, you're probably going to miss your parents when they're gone. Just like your kids are going to miss you when you're gone, right? Now, here's what I want you to take away from this. The two main regrets that I talked about that older people have always given me is obviously number one, they didn't pursue their dreams. Okay? I want you to pursue your dream. Pursue your dream, pursue your passion, just put effort behind it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It is fine. You'll get over that. But you'll never get over this feeling of what if. It's one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel in the first place, that I started this podcast, right? Because I always wanted to try it. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's okay. But at least I'm not going to die with the feeling of, oh man, what if I just started that and I became successful at it and I was really good at it and I built up an audience and, I started making money off of making YouTube videos, which I haven't as of yet, but I'm still working on it. And if I die tomorrow, I'm not going to go out with the regret that, oh man, I really wish that I started that YouTube channel because I was very passionate about it. I'm not going to die with that regret anymore. And I want you to feel the same way. If there's something that you want to pursue, which is ethically and morally right in your eyes, go do it. Stop letting the fear of what people are going to say hold you back, or stop letting the fear of, just the audience not liking your content hold you back, or you not being able to obtain customers hold you back. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, as long as you put in the effort. And number two, pertaining to our loved ones, pick up the goddamn phone and call your loved ones, dude. Make plans with your friends that you haven't spoken to since, college. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be that weird. You want to catch up with them and you want to build these relationships in your life, because I promise you, nobody's ever going to remember how late you worked except for your kids. Somebody said that to me the other day. Well, not really. Somebody didn't say it to me. I saw it in a YouTube video. Somebody said that the other day, and I was like, dude, that is insane to think about. So cultivate that relationship with your parents if they're still alive. If not, you have kids. Cultivate your relationship with your kids, with your boys, with your friends, anybody and that is dear to you. Make sure that you do not die with the regret that, oh man, you wish that you kept in touch with them, because those are the things that are going to matter on your deathbed. The relationships that you built and the people that you impacted, that is what's going to matter. So pick up the goddamn phone and dial. your friends, okay? Anyways, guys, this was episode number 34 of the Daily Lessons podcast. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well, and go tell your friends about it. Happy weekend, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye.